What's up, gamers? So today I was going to do a quick reaction to the call of Mutahar and Mamamax. Now, yesterday I did the 7-minute exchange between Max and Nicholas Diorio, where Max admits to never getting a pedophile arrested, etc., just basically destroying his credibility and making sure he never really comes back. Now, I was going to go over the Mutahar version of the call, but that will come at a later date. And this one particularly goes over Mutahar asking for evidence against Camden Gerard Davis, which Max unfortunately was not able to provide. So this prompted Mutahar to make his own video on Max called Mamamax is a complete fraud. Now, I believe this man is mad, rightfully so, because it sucks to find out that this guy that you vouched for and gone to bat for is not only a con man that's been conning their entire audience, the entire YouTube landscape, but also you personally, right? I know, it's, I've seen people say, gotta hold Muta accountable and stuff. That's fair, but you also gotta keep in mind, once again, not robots, human beings, and if you have a legitimate connection with another individual, it becomes really hard. It's not as if Max was just some random to Muta. They actually became close friends because Max is, you know, whatever you want to say about him, he does have or had a certain charm to him to be able to socialize with certain people and maybe connect on a certain level. So again, it's unfortunate, but that's just the human being aspect of us critters. Now, we're about to see how being a good guy can screw you over in real time. So Mutahar, after dropping his video, also goes on to show how much of a psychopath Max can be. It's not going to get any better for Max, and as I stated previously, any allegation made against Max is going to be boosted from now on, whether it's fake or, you know, not fake. There were some accusations thrown against Max that to this day will logically, again, word being logically, be false. Though, again, as human beings or tribalistic emotional beings, especially at this time, you know, those false allegations, as illogical as they might be, will probably resurface and probably be looked at as truths. And to that, I can only say that it's pretty much karma at this point. I'm not going to bat for this guy, right? Because of all the shit he's done, particularly this one that I'm about to mention to you right here, which, spoiler alert, you could probably guess what it is from this title, but let's go over it, because there was some leak stuff coming about. So from yesterday, first let's start there to see what kind of a psychopath Max is, and then we'll get into the him threatening a lawsuit or whatever have you territory. So Mutahar posts, since we're at the point of not caring, or point of caring, since we're past the point of caring, rather, I want to advise I've been receiving vague threats before uploading this video. I don't care what damage you cause to me or my brand, please hand this case off to someone who's capable. And as in this, it's just Max being, once again, a complete fucking psychopath now. It's tough, bro. It's tough. So Mamamax says, please, Muta, take some time to think deeply and clearly about this other well-known documented case and yourself. I admit to my mistakes. Please reflect on yours. I am not going to attack you publicly, but if we're forced in a position where we need to respond to you, we absolutely will, and we are not afraid to do so. And I promise you, it is going to get very ugly for you and your brand. We've called each other brothers. Please treat me as such, as I've been doing for you. There's absolutely a time and a place for a conversation on false allegations, or accusations, I'm sorry. I'm a literal victim of this phenomenon. I'm sorry, I'm trying my Batman voice. Let me know what you think. And I would love to have a public conversation about it, even on your podcast, if you'll have me, but this case is not it. And Mutahar says, what do you mean it's going to get very ugly for me and my brand? I'm literally asking you for evidence. I'm never stating Camden is innocent. You made a poor job at presenting this. How is it bad for me to tell people to think critically and demand concrete evidence when blasting an individual? Mamamax says, let me be clear. That is not a threat. That is what is being discussed between the survivors and myself. We are making things public without conducting a thorough investigation. So there's Max just being a psychopath. So what ends up happening? Does Max reflect and say, this was kind of like, you know, It's kind of fucked up. I shouldn't have said this because this is a guy that went to bat for me and he's my friend and somebody I called a brother. No, he threatens him with a lawsuit, or at least threatens to sue him. So was sent what appears to be a leaked message from Max to his private evidence server, so can't claim if it's valid. It's insane fucking behavior to start wasting resources on an international lawsuit. Get help. As you can see here, this is from a secret group chat, or no, a secret server. And, so we got at everyone, Spencer, and this is Max. So Spencer and I are considering a class action lawsuit against Mutahar for breaching our non-disclosure agreement, inciting harassment on live streams, defamation, and causing emotional distress. He's extremely rich, so the lawsuit will seek $1 million in damages to be distributed between all of you. Oh, fuck. All you would have to do is testify against him, particularly regarding his actions, not speaking to any of you about the evidence and the impact his behavior has had on you. Spencer has agreed to be the lead plaintiff, and I'll do all of the hard work. Please let us know if you're interested. This could have a huge impact on the case against Camden. One of the victims seems to not be too happy about this, and Spooper is typing. Spooper, I'm going to assume, is Spencer, because SP, you know, and I'm going to, you know, cutesy names, teehee. So I'm just going to assume that, but, or rather presume, I guess. I don't know, one or the other. But yeah, this is what it is, guys. This is what it's come to. Max is apparently trying to entice these women to have a lawsuit against Mutahar. I think it's kind of fucked up. It's particularly this paragraph right here. Spencer and I are considering a class action lawsuit against Muta for breaching our non-disclosure agreement, harassment, live streams, defamation. Extremely rich. Lawsuit seeks $1 million in damages. These are the key words. And then the next keyword you have to look for is distributed between all of you. This is the, what would you call it? Like, you know how you have a car salesman and he's trying to pitch something to you? This is the pitch. This is what Max is pitching. He's basically saying, let me cut the bullshit out. Max is basically saying, y'all want to distribute $1 million between you guys if we just fucking testify against this, you know, rich YouTuber? Yeah, I can make sure you all get a lot of money. We can all get a lot of money off of this guy. All you gotta do is testify against him. So again, this is pretty fucked up because Max is running a sales pitch, you know, like a Weasley salesman, and he's doing it with these people that are, you know, to him, victims and stuff like that. Well, Max, little by little, you make yourself look more like you're enticing a group of rabid dogs, all right? I will give credit to whoever this is right here. One of the victims, I would assume, says, dude, no, can't this stop? So I'm not going to say all of them are, you know, for this method, but some of them, I bet they are. One in particular I can think of that are most likely egging you on to do this. I'm going to keep that assumption to myself for now. But nah, this ain't it, dog. You look like you're just training your mutt to attack, you know, so to speak. Anyway, that's all I have for this upload. Again, I want to make these videos digestible enough to not overwhelm people with too much shit. So the next upload will be the reaction to the actual call and confrontation between Max and Muta to what escalated this to this level, and I'll have it up on the end card and the eye above my head, my imaginary head or whatever. So yeah, you guys can go look at that. Go look at the Nick Diorio call. I recorded the 7-minute segment yesterday if you want, and there are other videos there too. I'll probably make a Mamamax playlist eventually where I put together we'll make a playlist at some point. Anyway, appreciate you stopping by. I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.